All right, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's having a wonderful day. This is, all right, good morning. I'm Darkpool Algo. Thanks for joining me on another morning watch list building session. Today is Tuesday, November 16th, 2021, and it should be an interesting day. I think we're going to get a lot of movement in a couple of different areas. We'll definitely check in on futures in a minute. I haven't done the news yet, so you get to take part of me doing the news, and we're going to find some stocks to play. Yesterday was a good day. Hopefully somebody caught part of that Tesla move. It was pretty decent. So, with that being said, I am Darkpool Algo. I am a smart money dark pool and block trade algorithm analyst. I'm a trader. I am an options trader. I am an options scalper. I am a swing trader. I'm a picker. I'm a grinner. I'm a lover. And I'm a sinner. You guys know who that is? Oh, man. That's how old I am right there. Okay. Anyway, let's hop into some news. We've got some events that are going to move the market today as well. So we will get those popped up. And you guys are going to see kind of my little pre-market prep here that I got going on. So, hope everybody's day was good yesterday. Mine was pretty dang good. All right, let's get this going here. All right, I know y'all can't see that right now. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger, and we'll go through this together. But first, let me get my stuff arranged here. Get the old stuff arranged. And we will go from there. I want this there. Got these little shortcut keys that make things nice and easy peasy lemon squeezy. What am I missing? I've got so many trading view charts open right now. It's ridiculous. I'm gonna have to go through and fix some of this mess. Got too many open. There was a question posed the other day on the preference versus TradingView versus TrendSpider. Morning. No, I've not seen. Oh, dude, is Ford ripping? I knew something was going to happen. There's been so much. Hold on. Yeah, these $20 Ford strikes are bananas. Thanks for showing up, Laz. I really, really appreciate it. You almost beat me here. One of these days, bro, I'm going to get you on the stream and we're going to tag team this shit, this morning call business. I swear to God. I'm dead serious about that, too. I got to figure out how to do a guest spot, I guess. We'll give, remind me to look into that later today. I'll figure out how to get you on in the morning. You're smart as hell. Been killing it lately. All right, so typically what I'll do, I'm going to cheat on this. Normally what I do is I go through and find each one of those, right? Except for today, I am going to cheat on it for sure because I share this list to a bunch of different services, right? And they like having the dollar signs on there for some reason. Don't ask me why. They just do. Boom. Done. Chaka-laka-laka-laka-laka. All right. Do lots of rack space. All right, I gotta calm down. I get all excited about stuff. NTES, I love playing that stock. SE, love playing that one. Unity, not so much. Rack space, not so much. Porch and DM. So, to be honest with you, I grab the news of tickers that I play and I know something about, and then I cut the rest out. Right. I don't know what talk is, don't know what any of that crap is. I know what Clover is. I know what Charlotte's Web is. Tell you what, CBD gummies from Charlotte's Web, the sleep ones, I actually get like 3 hours of sleep. It's pretty decent. BIIB is going to be a ripper today. I know that much. Don't know anything about these guys. This is going to be important though. Mara, Coin, MSTR, Riot, SI. These will all be affected by the Bitcoin drop. Not a big deal though. It's good. XL Fleet. I used to play them, not so much anymore. Danimer Scientific, Compass, Axion, and Ammo. None of that. Energy, Industrial, and Materials, nothing in there. XL Fleet, maybe. But that's about it. I don't know what this ammo is, but I think that it's probably going to get a little bit of a boost. A little bit of a boost. Traeger. All right, Express. Yeah. If you're new to stock trading, you have played the penny stock EX or XSPA. I guarantee it. I promise you have. Everybody has traded that stock at least once. Oh, Playboy reported. That should be decent. Norwegian Cruise Lines reported. That's interesting there. LTY. Don't know what that. LTRY. Esports Group Gamble. That's going to be decent. And it's auto parts. Definitely Tesla and Home Depot. Pretty decent news there. You guys don't care about the macro. We'll go over that. We have some events today. Earnings. Nothing of interest. Home Depot had earnings before the bell. Walmart. How come we didn't see Walmart on here? How did they not? How did they not grab Walmart? Something's wrong. I think I might have deleted it. Nope, that's it. Oh, they haven't released earnings yet. That's why. That is why. Look at all these, right? All this stuff's going to affect the market. Import prices, export, retail sales, Johnson Redbook Weekly, industrial production. I don't know if we have FOMC today or not, but I do know that our president is meeting with his counterpart in China right now. I wonder what they're doing. I'll stop, I promise. I'll stop. I promise I will. Stop it. Stop. No. I refuse to. Not going to do it. You guys are messing me up right now. Alright, you guys are definitely messing me up. Alright, I think that's pretty much it for the news. Alright, let's get started. I need a drink. Oh, alright, hold on a second. Matterport for Meta is huge, I heard. I'm not sure what Matterport is. You'll have to let me know about later. Good morning, Johnny. Charts, web CBD. Yeah, dude. So I take the sleep CBD full spectrums. Dude, they're really, really, really pushing the boundaries of that CBD law here in Arizona, right? I mean, like Delta 9, 5% THC in it. Dude, all I want to do is sleep through the night. I want more than 3 hours of sleep. That's all I want in life. I want to sleep for shit. Give me 6 hours of sleep and you won't even know who I am. But yeah, with that being said, Lucid, PSV, MKT. All right. Is that Prude University or Purdue? Laz. Morning, Chris. All right, let's get into this. NetEase, healthcare earnings, NetEase, Q3 revenues, 22.2 billion yuan. All right. $3.4. So they beat Mrs. Profit estimate, reporting earnings of 5.7 won per 90. NetEase may move today. It's Chinese ADR week, just so you know. Oh yeah, nice little pop. Ooh, consolidating pop. Ooh, that's going to be a good play today. SE raised commerce revenue 5 billion versus 4.7, 133.5% growth, and they revised their guidance. Look at that rip, 344 to 360. SE C Limited. Definitely going to play those guys today. Should be very interesting. Clove. Another offering. Oh my gosh, they were at 780. They were down at 690. I remember when they popped out, they were supposed to be like the newest, coolest thing in the world. BIAB. don't sleep on this one. This is a very gappy stock. It'll gap up, right? You got to catch the rip and dip. So we've played this one before. As you can see, it rips and dips. It rips and dips. Looking at it on the daily. All right. Big pops consolidation. Big pop consolidation. It's below the 200, below the 50. I'd look at down to this fire line at 225. Dude, that's a hell of a drop. Hold on. I mean, you could stair step it down to 250 from 271. Even though Radiant fires fire, right? High compression squeeze getting ready to release. It's going to immediately smack into this 50 SMA. It gets above that. It could pop to this tree line, this 200 SMA at 298. I mean, there's a play there. All right, let's look at BIB a little bit more seriously. I think the more I look at it on the daily, NTSBI. Looking at it on the daily, I think there's a move. We'll just have to check it out. Anyway, they announced that their chief research, would retire this year after a 23-year run. Priya Singhal will lead the R&D unit on an interim basis. Okay. Bitcoin prices sharply lower after news of tighter scrutiny in U.S. and China, down over 5%, trying to hold the $60,000 level or 60K level, while Ethereum down over 6.5%. I got a headache. Litecoin down 10%. So I should have. Dang it, I didn't bring it over. All right, I'll put together a list of some crypto. And it's a pullback right to the 50 SMA. Like, I wouldn't worry about that too much. That's a healthy pullback. That is a healthy pullback. It's got the cloud. It's got the 50. I think we're all right with Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin will be okay. I mean, it's not like dead set ripping, but it should be okay. Was that Bitcoin Cash I was looking at? Ethereum on the daily. Let's see, it should be down to the 50 also. I think Ethereum's got a little bit more room to the downside, down to 3981 before it finds some support. It may hit the cloud, but it's not broken the daily cloud. So just, right? Once it got above the daily cloud, getting it out of this daily cloud is going to be really, really hard to do. Like, super hard to do. But, all right, we'll keep an eye on that. Bitcoin, so sympathy plays for that would be like Mara, Riot, those guys. Mara down to the 34. I can't believe it was at 83 down to 55. Damn, that's a pretty decent drop. Mara's got a little bit more room to the downside. It did break the 4-hour cloud, so Mara may we may get some downside moves on these. Riot, I believe, is setting up to be a pretty good buy. Yeah, I like Riot down to 30. Then I think I'd get back more interested in Riot. MSTR, yeah, broke the 4-hour cloud. Ichimoku cloud, that is. Point of control at 725. 700 is at 200. I don't know what NS or NCTI is. I don't play this Silvergate. I think there's opportunity there, so we will look at Bitcoin prices. Okay, XL Fleet. Let's just look at the chop zone on that. If you could figure out the pattern, you could make some pretty up and down money on that. Up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down. Yeah, I remember XL Fleet. Up from a penny stock. Alright. Yes, and this is X. Alright, hold on. Pow. Kapow. Guns and ammo. Not bad looking. All right, so if you play these penny stocks basically on POW, looking at the daily, POW could be a pretty good if you play penny stocks, which is anything under $10. I like POW. High compression squeezes on the daily finally released. Radiant fire signal fired off. We're in the third wave of the Elliott wave. This would be one. Let me show you what that looks like. Right. This would be 1, 2, 3. Except for 3 is always the longest. So something like that, right? With POW, you've got some congestion here. Let's see. Rally, pullback, rally, pullback, rally, pullback. Stopped it. We have we're coming up on a demand zone. I don't know why I'm taking time to do this. I don't even play these. Because I think it's important to understand from a price action perspective what's really going on. What's going on? What's going on? All right, there's your demand zone. If you can get up and out of that demand zone, I think that we get, clean, blue skies. All the way up here to, right, you got another demand zone up here, or supply zone. Yeah, I think that's a pretty decent move. That's POW. I don't play those. Have fun with it. XSPA. Everybody plays this stock because it's cheap. I remember when it was like 50 cents. There was literally a penny stock, and it ripped to like $3, and people were betting the farm on it, right? Yeah, there it is right there. Right? It went from $1 to $3, and everybody's like, it's gonna go to 10. Shit, dude, it got beat down like a rabid dog. Like a red. Anyway, they got beaten down. I don't like it. They had positive earnings. Like, if you want to play this, play it above 175 to $2. Okay. Cook. Right. Traeger. See, now Traeger's an IPO. I don't know if their business model is set up for success. I'll get into those in just a minute. I'll definitely get you on, Chris, for sure. Lucid had earnings yesterday, too. I got to look into that. I've got a bunch of comments. Hopefully I'm doing well. So with Cook, with Traeger, so Traeger builds a product that you don't ever have to replace. So, yeah, I have had a Traeger for about 10 years. I had one problem with it. They sent me the part to fix it, and I haven't had any problems with it since then. Haven't had to do any maintenance on it. Haven't had to do shit. Like, really, like, so they built a great quality product, but there's no further supply issues. So I don't know how well I like Traeger going forward. Doesn't have the 200-day yet. Just formed a cloud. Is this a triple bottom for a rip? I don't know. I'm gonna stay away from it. I think there's other things that I can do with my $20 for sure. Right. So they missed on earnings, beat on revenue, forward guidance above what it used to be. So Playboy. So check this out. This is how my mind works. And I want everybody's help on this. So let's figure this out. Let's think about this. Okay. As soon as Playboy can figure out how to enter the metaverse, game over. People won't leave the house. You're done. You're just done. Like, that's it. Game over. So let's figure out how Playboy's going to enter into the metaverse and get involved with it at the beginning. Just let that marinate for a minute. So a couple failed Wu-Tang reversals. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, this is what that is. Right? You have a rally to a dip, resistance, up, right, to here. The next move should be this, right? But it failed, so it's down to there. So we start a new one, right? Start a new Elliott wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, so we're looking for continuation off of that news. Let's see what they're doing this morning. Yeah, nice little pop. Pop, lock, and drop it. So Playboy, rally off of earnings, a little dip, maintain the 21 EMA. Yeah, I'm gonna look at Playboy a little bit more too. That's what I can do with my $20 per share versus putting it into whatever the hell we were just looking at. I didn't like. Oh, Cook. Norwegian Cruise Lines, NCLH. So I've seen a lot more commercials for Norwegian Cruise Lines. I can never spell this one right. NCLH. All right. So Norwegian Cruise Lines, I've been seeing a lot of commercials lately for cruises. My son's like, hey, go on a cruise. It's only $400. Yeah, if you want to live in a closet. Announces registered direct offering of ordinary shares. Typically when that happens, it pulls the stock down a little bit. Right? And so they dipped. Could not get above the 200. They're into the 5-minute cloud. Negatively stacked moving averages. Let's see. Norwegian Cruise Line. So if I were to draw a fib level from here to here, below 24.75, short it down to 24.50. Below 24.50, we come down to 24. That's Norwegian. All right. Gamble. Another one. Can't get over the 50. It's got the cloud right above it. Safe play for gamble is above 840 for a rally to 10. Right. Fight to 1075. Above 1075, we hit 12, 13, 14. This could be a double bottom setting up here. Like ready aim fires green, massive squeeze setting up. Their earnings came out with, I wonder if that's a 3-cent loss versus a 35. Yeah, 3-cent loss. Nailed it on revenue. And they, looks like I don't think they put guidance in, but yeah, GMBL could be fun. Tesla. Oh, dude, Elon. Oh, Elon was sitting there. Why is it so cold in here? Hold on. All right, so Elon went to start trolling Bernie again last night. And if you saw what that did to the Tesla stock after its nice little rip yesterday, right? Super pop, double bottom off the 34, right? This little pop to fade. All right, going into the open. If we can get above the 5-minute cloud, right? We have stack positive moving averages 821.34, 50. We're looking for a move to the 200 at 1035. Slingshot squeeze is going to release. Ready aim fires, mid thrust fire on the daily or on the 15-minute. Checking it on the daily. Yeah, we're getting ready to start making some moves again on the Tesseract, I think. It's gonna be close. I think Elon is a mastermind and he knows exactly what to do to pump Tesla. Anyway, yeah, so Tesla should be a fun one for the day. Home Depot. Yeah, they're just struggling at that 375. Like, so I worked part-time for Home Depot a couple years ago, just because I'd been sitting for so long and I needed to move. So I went and got a part-time job, night stocking, lots of movement. I lost a lot of weight. Basically, they offered their employees shares. When was this? This was back. Shit, this was way back here. It was $150 a share. Yeah, So it was yeah, it was 150 to 173. Imagine if I'd stayed with them. $200 per share gain, dude. Jeez, that's beast mode there. Anyway, Home Depot 2.9392 versus 3.4 beat. Revenue 3.6 versus 3.5 beat. Sales rose 6% versus 2.4. Sales in the U.S. increased 5.5 versus 2.3. Average ticket $82. Gross margin declined to 34.1 versus 30.4.2. That is really good for Home Depot. Right, going into yesterday, little earnings pullback, and then just face ripping today. So Tesla, or not Tesla, Home Depot. What I'm going to do is I will find a high and a low, and I will look for the pullback, right, to either possibly the 50% retracement, and then play this move. That's Home Depot. All right. Key events today: Deutsche Bank Gaming, Lodging and Leisure, virtual conferences, a bunch of those. RBC Capital, midstream energy. So a lot of global technology, internet, energy, like RBC Capital, virtual conferences today and tomorrow. Stat Summit virtual, and earnings. Like I said, I didn't see anything on earnings that I'm interested in. Walmart reporting earnings. The weird they report earnings at 10 Eastern. It's just weird. Like I said before, import, export, retail sales, Redbook weekly sales, and industrial production for October should be interesting. We'll see how this news affects the market. How about Lowe's sympathy for Home Depot? I thought, well, Lowe's has earnings tomorrow. Yeah, Lowe's has earnings. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Lowe's has earnings tomorrow. I mean, they may get a little pump, but I wouldn't want to play this. I mean, that's just. I mean, it was a clean run up to pull back. They can't. I mean, they don't have a whole lot of overhead. So the path of least resistance would be to the downside for Lowe's, right? Come down to the 21 and 34. This would be a healthy pullback into here, right? It's the exact opposite of Home Depot, right? Yeah, wait till Lowe's reports earnings. Don't get stuck like Chuck. All right. Let's see how my Lucid shares are doing. I've been screaming Lucid for months. Hopefully y'all were listening. All right. S&P slipped 0.05 points, right? It was flat. All right. Asian markets. Nikkei index gained 0.1%. Yay. Shanghai slipped. Hang Seng jumped. And so we have a gainer, slipper, jumper. Hang Seng up. Shanghai down. Then the Bay Index up. Over in Europe, the DAX. What do we got? We got movement on here. The DAX is up 3%, and FTSE up 0.27%. So in the European market, or in global markets, pretty choppy. So we may see some stuff today based on that. Outside of earnings, markets await the news of the next Federal Reserve chair will be after Senate Banking Chairman Sherrod Brown said he was told by White House officials to expect an imminent announcement. The yuan, which we will look at when we pull up our futures here in a second, came close to its strongest level since 2018 after Biden and his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping held their first face-to-face virtual summit. How the fuck is that? Sorry. What is a face-to-face virtual summit? Please tell me. God. It's a meta summit with Playboy involved. I'm going to make $1 billion. U.S. equities futures are looking modestly higher. While the dollar exceeded recent gains Tuesday, Treasury yields stay steady after strong gains on Monday as markets await key economic data Data releases retail sales, import prices, industrial production that could offer clarity of the strength of the economy. Dow Component, Home Depot reported top and bottom line quarterly beat this morning on better comp sales, with Walmart earnings expected at later this morning. Okay. Yeah, Goliath, dude. Like dude, they're the Lucid Air, Tesla killer for sure. All right. Let's see. They had earnings, but I didn't see I didn't see any news on their earnings. Right? Reported negative 43, estimated. I mean, they missed on their earnings. So I mean, it's not the best looking news, but from the chart perspective on at least the 5-minute, let's check the 15. With these, it's all about production numbers, really. We still have moving averages stacked: 8, 21, 34, 50, 200. We have a cloud for support. If we get a pullback to 45, I mean, I'm okay with that. Like, I'm in at 20 something, so I'm good. I just want more shares. So yeah, like, I could really deal with the, if we get a, jeez, dude, we get a pullback to, levels where I got in. And, keep going. We can get back here. That's where, I want more at this level. I want more. I'm greedy when it comes to Lucid. Anyway, Lucid looks really good. I saw a Instagram post. Laz showed the Instagram post of the Rivian truck with the ultimate tailgating machine. It was pretty cool. However, some of the comments were spot on, like, when you're going to take an EV camping where you can't recharge it. Oh yeah, I didn't think about that one, did I? Let's take it camping. Oh shit, we used all the battery. All right, that's it for the earnings, or that's it for the news. I need to, let me get some of this posted someplace. I have to post some of this over here. Over here. Nope, don't need to show what I'm trading today. And hold on. Let me get rid of these penny stocks. I'm gonna get yelled at. Gotta get rid of the penny stocks. All right, get those posted. All right, looking at the futures. I swear I had a futures chart. I do have a futures chart right there. I gotta get through the news a little bit quicker. Sorry, I don't know why I'm being so slow with that lately, but. All right, so this is the 5-minute futures chart, right? Look how gold just ripping, right? So if gold is rallying, typically what we can expect to see is we can see a dip in the overall market. The ES overnight, slightly down, trying to break up and out again. If it can hold this level, we may see a little bit of a rally today. However, it's kind of, this is a very ugly chart pattern here. The same with the NQ. The YM, which is the Dow, looks pretty decent, right? Rally, consolidation, rally. The Russell, which I told you, I think the Russell, there's going to be a lot of movement into small caps, I believe. Yeah, super choppy, that's for sure. Bonds, crude, gold. This is not good. Like, I don't like seeing gold rallying like this. I'd rather gold be down. But I think what's happening is money is shifting out of crypto back into gold, right? Bonds, which is, or excuse me, this is crude. As long as this is going to be an interesting one based on, especially with what Biden's doing today. Let's see if he can help us out with some gas prices here. And then bonds looks like they're pretty much choppy. This would be TLT. So if this is down, ES should be up. If ES is down, bonds should be up. So they play inverse. Very rarely do they move in sync. And if they do, it's usually choppiness. And this is that won, right? This is a Japanese won coming into yesterday. Nice rally. And except for it's fading off into nothingness, right? This is the equivalent of the Japanese US dollar, right? 80 cents per dollar, right? So the US dollar is really strong in Japan. Okay. Alrighty. I'm going to get into the plays. Let's look at the plays now, shall we? Let's do it. All right. So for those of you that are new or just joining me, this is the Smart Money Dark Pool and Block Trade algorithm software provided by FlowTrade. It tracks everything that large institutions, hedge funds, $1 million transactions, like the market movers, right? It tracks what they're doing in real time using the flow index. The flow index is the only real-time leading indicator. It's the only predictive indicator out there. It's not a lagging indicator like MACDs or some of the other flow services. They're all reactive, which means that they have to wait for the data to come in, and then they're like, oh, follow the flow. Well, we're seeing the flow before it happens, okay? The way that works out is, just real quick, my chart setups, white bars are price action. The the purple line you see is the regular algorithm. Red lines across the screen are regular block trades. Blue lines are dark pool block trades. If I drop a white line, the last boy will have to go clear his nose. Just kidding. No, what it means is that there's a regular and a dark pool block that have printed so close to each other that I can't draw two lines. Example over here on the right upper right hand screen, BABA, right? 186.18, right? You've got a regular and a dark pool print there. 191.61, regular and dark pool print. So I would drop a white line on there. Those are important levels. Go ahead and mark them up on your screen, right? Mark them up on your charts. Just be like, you can label it regular dark pool print, right? And then just see how price interacts with it, right? Cool. With that being said, let's get into the plays, shall we? And yeah, I almost did it. I almost did it, but I'm not going to. All right, so, all right. Let's see what we got here. So Lucid. No MKD. Are you sure, Johnny? Let's check out Ford. Lucid, Disney. Roblox, Zen, Apple, AEHR, Uber. What else we got? Home Depot, Plug, Blink. Did you get anybody? Is anybody going to say look at Blink, please? Somebody say look at Blink. CRM and CCL. Morning, Randy. Thanks for joining us. Let me know if that list looks pretty like what you guys want to look at. That's a pretty big list for today, but we can get through it. PSFE. PSFE. What is PSFE? What the heck did I do there? You mean Pfizer, Johnny? PSFE, there's no such thing. There's Pfizer, which is going to move. today because they said, hey, we're going to cap the cost of our pill, which means we're effectively capping our profits, which means we're effectively, yeah, whatever. Ford, Disney. All right, there we go. Alrighty, let's get going, shall we? All right, Lucid off first. They had earnings. The algo's essentially going into earnings. The algo's trading with price action. We've got a bunch of regular and dark pool levels on Lucid, right? We got to pay attention to 47, 47.50. Those are your overhead regular block targets, right? 12 days, right? And I wish I could bring this down to like, I wish this was free form so I could just type a number in there because I only want to see 10 days. There we go. All right, 10 days worth of data. Sweet. Okay. Lots of regular block support coming in at 43.98, 43.54, right? Below that, basically a dollar below that, 42, 42.76. We got a couple. Ooh, that's not a white line level. All right, so 44.88 is your regular block trade support resistance, right? You have a dark pool target at 45.92. You've got one at 44.50. That's also going to be your support resistance. Below that, we have a white line level, which I think is probably going to be the new base down here at 40.80. I think it needs to come back down to 40. It didn't spend a lot of time at 40, right? It just was like, oh, 40, boop, up to 45. I think it would be healthy if it hangs out at 40 for a couple days, maybe a week or so, before it tries to make that run to 50. 50 is going to be the determining factor. I bet you there's like just a ton of buy orders sitting at the 50 level, right? If you remember what I said earlier this week, and I've been saying it, is that this pattern right here, right, the Batman bat ear pattern is very bearish. Go read about it, Google it, be like Batman or Batwing or Bat Air or Bat Ears candlestick pattern, right? We are in a wedge. We're in a falling, right? We're in a wedge within a falling channel, right? Also with the kind of myth on earnings, I think people might take a little bit of profit. I would be really interested to see what happens with the algorithm above this level here. If the algo breaks up and above this level, I think that would be a trend reversal, and we'll actually start moving to the upside again, okay? But currently, just price action is just trading with the algorithm, okay? PFE, Pfizer, I hope that's what you wanted. Look at that, there's a ton of block trades coming in. This is just the last 12 days of block trades, right? Just a massive amount of regular and dark pool levels. Let's see. Regular block trade target at 50.48. Support. Right, that's not a white line level. We got some white line levels down here, but 40, basically every 20 cents, there's a regular block trade level. Basically every 20 cents. See what the algo did when it interacted with these block trade levels as well. It has a tendency to make its mark. Interesting that we've got a couple dark pools down here, and this is from the beginning of the month. So this was from here, right? That's these block trades right here. Those dark pools before it gapped up, right? We have $50 dark pool resistance, and then about every 20 cents. I'm going to go ahead and mark these as white just because they are pretty dang close. This is your base right here, though, right? 49 is your base. Just call that your base. It's going to be your base of operations. 49, 49.02, right? Got a little bit of overhead resistance at 50.18. Dark pool, right? This is your dark pool resistance. 50, 15, 50, 18, right? You've got a dark pool support at 49.65. So there's your support right there, 49.65. I mean, I didn't even get to the lower half of block trades on this, so, and that's fine. So as far as the algo is concerned, you see what it's making here? Do you see what it's doing? Like, is that a wedge, or are we going to call it a... like a little inner channel. All right, as far as price action is concerned, like falling, little falling wedge there. Okay, just be wary. Looks like the algo had a little bit of a problem here. It's pointed down, so it may pull price down to some of these support levels. I like the $49 to the downside target on Pfizer. If it does break to the downside, I guess I should have drawn that little wedge there too. Right, it is wedging. If it breaks to the downside to be this channel, right? I like 49.25 to the downside. But yeah, the algo is just trading with price action. To the upside, you got a little bit of overhead resistance. I mean, the clean play is above 50.48. Yeah, you got a 50-cent range there. All right, Ford. The amount of block trades on Ford is just ridiculous. Like, just ridiculous. As far as the algorithm is concerned, so if you follow the flow, you see that there's millions of orders coming in at that $20 strike, right? If you follow the algorithm, right? Check this out. What the algo is telling us. How am I doing on time? All right, I got to speed up a little bit. The algo is, right? The algo has been net selling since the 5th, right? Price action, a little bit of a wedge here, right? It does have a nice little consolidation flag there, and it's being held up by like all these regular block trade levels. Okay, so tell you what, let me just pull out the last. I think that's fair. This is the last 4 days, right? Whoop. We've got dark pools at 1980 and 1986. We've got regular blocks at 1915, 1970. So there's your support. Don't have a lot of overhead resistance, right? Which means these orders have been filled. And I don't know if it bumps its head into this and pulls back and, you know, follows what the algo is doing, which means it breaks below. But below 1950, we come and test previous lows. Below that, we come back here and test, you know, some of these levels, right? All right, that's Ford. Disney, poor little Disney. See the failed Wu-Tang reversal right here, y'all? Check it out. I said, is it going to rip or is it going to fail? It's probably going to fail because of the way the algo is doing, right? I think it was just kind of important to show that real quick. All right, so as far as Disney is concerned, it's having a rough time of it. The algo has been net selling for the last, the last week or so. It is dragging price action down with it, right? This is a lower low. It's not a higher low, right? This is a falling wedge, right? This is not very bullish in my opinion. We've got dark pool levels, which are usually sells, or excuse me, which are an introduction, usually introducing more shares to the market, right? So 158.43, 158.45 are your support. 159.83 is your dark pool overhead resistance. That came in on the 15th. So that came in yesterday. That came at the beginning of the day, right? At the bell, we had dark pool print at 159.63, a regular block print at 160, right? Little quick pop. So if those were sell orders, boom, right back down to support. This dark pool level came in at the end of the day, 158.43. So it's the opposite of what you think it is, right? So if you're like, oh, there's a bunch of buy orders there. No, there's a bunch of shares coming in. So just do the opposite of what you think it's going to do. Because think like you had $1 billion, not like you have, you know, whatever your account size is. Pretend like you had $1 billion and you don't want to blow up your account. You got to do things a little differently. All right, moving on. All right, Roblox, Zen. Is Zen a thing? Yeah, it is. Cool, sweet. Apple, AEHR. Not sure what that is either. All right, so Roblox. It's doing a pretty decent job. It's got some definite, clearly defined support resistance levels, and the algo is trading with price action. So I'm just going to look at this cluster right here of regular block trades from 108 to 110. That's your zone. Above that zone, and things get a little woody. Your support zone, your regular block trade support zone, runs from 104 to 105.16, right? And your regular block downside target, if we were to break, is coming in at 99.50 and 100. Look at there's like two dark pool trades on here, right? You got one that came in on 11.11, right, at 16.21, right? So 11.11, you got a dark pool at 98.15 right here. So this came in after the close. This dark pool level came in after the close. If it was a bunch of buy orders, yeah, it's too early for me to be thinking. You have to think of it like you're almost like dyslexic, almost, just the way that it works. White line 97.05. I mean, you guys can see what's going on there, right? We're stair stepping our way up, double top, trying to get above that 110 level. Looks like we ran into some resistance yesterday, kind of rejected a little bit right here at 109. The algo, what is the algo doing? By now, y'all should know what this looks like with the algo. This is consolidation. The algo is like, hold on. We need to figure out what we're going to do here, right? We've been on this massive uptrend. We've been net buying since the 9th, right? We've been stair-stepping, climbing our way up. Let's consolidate here for a minute and figure out what our next plan is. If it rallies, you can anticipate price action to continue to move to the upside. If it does pull back, you do have all these support zones that I just drew for you, okay? Zen. I don't know what Zen is, but this is a nice little chart here. Pretty easy to read. The algorithm is steady net buying, right? Looks like it's been buying since the first of the month. It's the first of the month, right? Uptrending, we've got clearly defined regular and block levels. I'm just going to white line those because just how clean this is. 100, right? There's your support. 103.89 is your resistance, or is your level there. If we fall, for some reason, if we have to pull back and gap fill, we come back down to 101.07, right? Clearly what we're looking for to fill this massive gap that's right here, right? Right, there's got a big old gap right there that needs to be filled. Seriously, come on, give me the right damn tool. Jeez. Keyboard shortcuts would be awesome. Right, so we break previous highs. I think we can start gap filling. The algo is pulling price action up with it. It's trading with it though, so it's not like clearly diverged. Okay, moving on. Apple. Apple to Apple. This is a giant finger pattern. Like I have to associate certain things with other things so I remember what it does, right? Every time I've ever seen this type of pattern here where it's giving you the bird, right? When it's giving you the bird, you know what that means? It means sell off. I mean, just bat wings and the bird. What kind of technical analysis do you do? Oh, I talk about finger, bat. I'm giving somebody the bird and bat wings or bat ears. Yep. It's called Farm Animal Technical Analysis, brought to you by Darkwill Algo every morning, Monday through Friday, 2 hours before the bell. Just kidding. Come on. Seriously, though. So the algo's been pretty much net selling. Like, this is a lot of selling. So downtrending. I don't know what this little pop happened here. Just a little weird, just random ass pop. But so we do have a little bit of uptrending support. All right, this long-term overhead resistance is still in play. I don't know what the hell that was. That was just like, I don't know, a gap and crap, but definitely consolidation. As far as we have a white line level at 149.80, right? That's kind of like your line in the sand. If we break down below that, we've got one dark pool level at 149.62 that could possibly save us before we get a pretty healthy pullback, right? We have an overhead target at 150.72, dark pool target. On the way up there, we're going to have some regular block trades at 150.15 and 150.29. So basically every 15 cents, right, on Apple. I think we may just consolidate a little bit more up today. Looking later this week, we might get a move either to the upside or the downside. We'll check in on it. We'll just keep an eye on it for the next couple of days, okay? AEHR, I don't know what this stock is. I've never traded it. The algorithm is just essentially trading with price action, right? There's no clearly defined divergence. However, the algo is making lower lows, right? While price action is making higher highs, right? Yeah, hopefully y'all can see this channel. I don't know why I have this weird little color here, but if it does channel up, that's great. This could be also a head and shoulders forming. Really dependent on, some technical analysis, support and resistance levels here, since I don't have any block trades to speak of. Watch for the channel up. This looks like a failed, right here. This looks like a failed bull flag breakout. Rally pop, rally pop. I'd be interested to see what we have up at this upper level. But again, this could be a potential head and shoulders, right? Just keep an eye on this level here. Right? This is a failed Wu-Tang breakout. 1, 2, 3, reverse. So the algo's selling off. Price action's kind of chopping. You've got your support and resistance levels there. Just be wary. You're not going to have any block trades to help us out, okay? All right, Uber HD and plug. Uber HD plug. Blink. I can't believe nobody said Blink. I have to show you what's up with Blink. All right, Uber plug HD Blink. I've been screaming Blink for days too. Hopefully y'all listened. All right, Uber. See, this pattern right here is becoming pretty prevalent, right? That whole head and shoulders finger pattern. Yeah, not the best look. So let's see, consolidation to selling off, lower lows. So the algo's pretty much been net selling, right? Right, the algo's down. Watch what happens at this level. If it bounces and breaks and changes directions today, right? So if we get a rally in Uber, we're looking for the algo. God, I don't mark up my chart anymore. If it bounces there, it can pull price action back up with it. I don't know what this is. Anyway, we are at regular block trade support. Currently, dual level support. This is recent. This came in on the 15th, so this came in yesterday. These regular blocks came in yesterday at the close at 41.63. 43.61, excuse me, 43.61 support. I don't know what it's doing overnight, but see, that's the 12th. All right, so that's where that block printed. We've got some, definitely, let's see, we got some white line support coming in down here. Right, target. Right, let's see. Crap, I'm late. Sorry, everybody. So we got dark pool, support resistance on the way back up. It should be interesting. So if this algo breaks up, 44.10, 44.30, 44.50, 46 above this level here, right? We can go long. It may come down and fill this may fill this gap this down to here. So really does depend on what happens with this algo at this level. If it bounces, it goes up. If it continues to pull price action down with it, we have support at 43.25, 43.35, this area here. Okay. Home Depot. The Home Depot. Alexa, stop. All right, that worked. I got to rush through these last ones. HD, we've got bullish divergence. Right, the algo has been pretty much steady buying for the last couple weeks. Right, dark pool levels, support and resistance, 372.18. Right, above that, excuse me, 370.65. Above 370.65, we take 372.18. Above 372.18, I think we can continue to move to the upside. Look at this print right here, this 368.58 right there. Boom. If we tap that, we continue to rally up. Okay. We had a regular block trade coming in on the 5th, right, at 368.40. So that's all the way back here. Right. This is where that block printed. As far as Home Depot is concerned, it's very whipsawy. Like, I don't really want to consider... I don't consider that really a double bottom. Just be leery on it. Plug power. Plug is trading with the algorithm. The algo has failed to make a higher high and higher low. It did find a base though. It found some support right here. What the hell, dude? Come on. A little bit of support there. Definitely trendline support on plug. I would target these regular blocks. 41.82 is your support. 43.14 target 1. 43.68 target 2. Below that, so the algo would have to basically break down to the downside. Come on. The algo would have to break down to the downside and take out some previous lows for this uptrending support to break. Blink, algo trading with price action that's vertical. I'm playing any pullback to support on Blink to get long. I think the infrastructure bill is going to really affect this stock in particular. Is just trading straight up with the algorithm. Okay, that was Blink. MTTR, CRM, CCL, and Mara. Okay. MTTR, algo's trading with price action. No block trades really to come in to speak of. Look at this little dippity-doo-dah-dee, dippity inverse head and shoulders. Inverse head and shoulders. Should have played this the other day when that pop happened. What I'm looking at though is this little move right here on the algo. Look for a continuation of the upside. Don't like that there's a gap down here that might need to be filled. MTTR, play the momentum. CRM, is that CRM? I'm going to do CCL real quick. So algo is trading with price action. Right, the algo is selling currently. It's making lower lows and lower highs. Price is just hanging out within its regular block trade levels. Right, so this is the overall direction of the algorithm. So they're net selling. However, this is a possible, right, little downward channel reversal. Really need to see what happens. I grabbed the wrong damn tool. If the algo can break above that resistance, I think it can start to pull price action up with it, right? CCL owes me a lot of money too, by the way. So I'm super interested in seeing what happens here. Right? We wedge breakout above 2250 is your regular block level. I think we get a lot of support there. Right, above 2250. Downside support at 2211. Below 2211, I think we come back down pretty low. 2230 is intraday support, 2236 resistance. So if and only if we break above, really for me, above 2250, and then we'll play long on CCL. Moving back over here to CRM. CRM I was screaming about yesterday, right, for the nice play. See how the algo interacted with that regular block trade level, right? So pretty much net buying. Net buying on the algorithm. It reacted with this regular block trade level there. Price action is doing a good job of making higher highs and higher lows. All right, another one of those little wedge breakouts that we're looking for. For CRM, at a price target at 309. If the algo can get above that level, we've got 306.65 will be your support if we can get above it. Expect some interactions at 305.50, right? That's going to be the key level. We get above that, immediately run to 306.65, take some profit. Let a couple run to 307.25, right? Taking some more profit, and above 307.25, just let her run, because this is kind of a rising channel here. Right, you see this little channel right here? Right, little up channel. Mara, I mean, do you think they knew what was happening with Mara? Anyway, it pulled back all the way back here to regular. This regular block trade came in yesterday at the bell, right, at 55.40. We all know that that level is not going to be valid anymore. Mara did fill the gap, though. You guys are like, oh, this gap doesn't need to be filled way back in time. Yes, it does. All right, 70.30 is targets, 72.62. So all these blocks printed on the 15th, right? So these are massive sell orders, right? Sell, 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 all the way down here. There may be, you know, we'll see what happens if it bounces. Anyway, that's the algo trading with price action. Okay. Alrighty. I think I got through them all. Thanks for joining me. I got to run. My name is Algo. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday at 7:30 Eastern Standard Time. I know it's a little earlier, but see, it took me a little more than an hour to get through all of that. So either I cut some stuff out, like some of the commentary, or I just take less requests. So for the next hour, I'm going to go find some plays. If you have a chat group with me, let's speak. Let's chat now. Let's try to find something that we can play today. I just went through a bunch of tickers. I need to take a break. Thanks for joining me. I will see you all tomorrow. Like the video, subscribe. If you have questions, leave comments in the comment section below. And stay safe, stay green. If you don't know what to do, just sit back and watch. Ask questions and learn. Your job is to stay at the table. We are in a war. The market is a battleground. Your job, soldier, is to keep your